More than 100 cars were vandalized in Rossford and Perrysburg this summer, and with little evidence to go on, law enforcement was left scratching their heads. But this week, they were able to arrest a suspect. Tatiana Cash, she spoke with a detective who found a key piece of evidence. So, Tatiana, how did they catch him?
Jeff, Detective Sergeant Kwiatkowski tells me that it's thanks to DNA evidence they were able to nab 43-year-old Ryan Carter for this string of vandalism. This was the scene this past June. More than 100 cars in both Rossford and Perrysburg were vandalized with busted windows, various scratches on car doors and hoods, leaving both victims.
What happened? Why'd they do this?
They say they were looking for change.
And law enforcement scratching their heads.
At the start of this investigation, I don't think that we believed that we were going to be able to find who exactly did this.
Detective Sergeant Patrick Kwiatkowski did find a hat at one of the crime scenes, but not much else. And though he says each crime scene has its own challenges, with no ring camera footage, witnesses, or any major clues, hope was fading.
But after that hit came back for DNA on the hat that we provided to BCI, we were able to use that hat to actually find the suspect, interview him, and actually eventually get a confession.
43-year-old Ryan Carter has been arrested on a second-degree misdemeanor charge of criminal damage for all of those vehicles. And listen to this. Carter's DNA was already in BCI's system because of a previous arrest for felonious assault. Kwiatkowski agrees it's not common practice to use DNA for crimes like this, but
due to the extent of damage done not only to the cars in Rossford but also Perrysburg, we'll use whatever evidence that we can to try to develop leads and develop, suspect.
Tatiana, talk to us a little bit about investigators and what they found was the most interesting thing as they investigated this case.
Well, the detective sergeant told me the one thing that they were actually interestingly shocked about was the fact that, when it comes to nearly over 100 and almost 130 cars, it was just one person. They thought for sure it had to be more than one person. So Ryan Carter is actually going to be in court tomorrow for this, again, second-degree criminal charge when it comes to criminal damages, to the vehicles. So out here in downtown, Tatiana Cash, WTOL 11.